All right, friends, it's a full moon. It's a yin class today. We got this, even with all the power outages. We're doing our best, working with what we got. We're going to start in we'll start on our backs. Being mindful of any table corners. And you know the drill. We're bringing the knees into the chest. We're rocking side to side. We're making those circles, massage out that back. Allowing the arms and legs to fall wherever they go. And if you're going right into opening up those hips, maybe the feet come together, knees fall out, the full camera see. If you want to close the hips, feet out to the width of the mat, knees fall in. And if this is your first movement of the day and you just want to ease into it, maybe the legs are long, hands hang out on the body, sides of the body, whatever feels right to you. Taking this time as always to relax our body, relax our mind, allowing ourselves to live within this present moment. How do we feel from our head to our toes? Starting with the pinky toe, middle toes, and big toe. The bottoms of our feet touching one another. And the tops of our feet. What's happening in our ankles. And climbing our way up the legs, don't forget about those knees. Are they bent? Are they long? Are they touching the floor? They're touching each other. Finding your way into the hips. Are they open, closed, brushing the floor against our bottom? And slowly climbing up the spine. From our lower back all the way to the upper back. Noticing the curve of our body, where we feel the pressure of the floor against ourselves, space between our body and the floor. And the areas that feel a little achy, areas that relax. Noticing the rise and fall of our shoulders as we breathe. Are they right up to our ears? Are they away from the ears? Working our way down the arms, and don't forget about those elbows. What do we feel against our arms? There's clothes on our body, feeling the mat. What's happening in our wrists? What's in the palm of our hands, back of the hands. And our fingers, pinky finger, ring finger, middle, pointer, and thumb. How do we feel in our neck? Back of the head, top of the head, and taking that moment to stop within our ears, noticing the sounds within our room, but also within ourselves. As always, with every yin we take, what thoughts come into our head, what sounds distract us, what helps us stay present. Relaxing the eyebrows, eyelids, any tension we hold in our jaw, and bringing those hands onto the body. Taking an inhale through the nose, allow it to travel down the throat. And maybe it stops within the chest, maybe it stops with the belly. And as we exhale, that air comes up through the throat, maybe out through the nose or the mouth. Taking that breath in. And breath out. In. And out. Focusing on our stomachs, breath in, pushing that belly button up towards the ceiling. Exhale, letting it go. Breath into our belly. Out through our mouth. 3 more together, breath in. And out. In. And out. Last big inhale. And exhale. We're already setting a small goal or intention today, and with our theme of the full moon, this is our time to clean out our closet. What are we letting go of this month? We don't need it anymore. It served its purpose. We have no more space for it, and let it go. Whether it be a person, place, attitude, job, piece of clothing, you don't need it, get rid of it. Taking a breath in. With an exhale, push that goal or intention into the space. Wiggle those fingers, wiggle those toes. And use your hands to help. We're going to bring those knees together in case those knees are falling to the sides. Everyone's bringing their feet up to the width of the mat. Knees are up. And windshield wipers, drop them off to one side. Inhale to our center. Exhale to the other side. Center. One side. Center. Other side. As fast or as slow as you need it to be. And when you're ready, with an exhale, those knees come into the chest. Never miss an opportunity to rock it out, side to side. I'm going to ask that everyone brings their chin towards their chest, bring a little length of their neck, extend the legs up towards the ceiling. Creating pressure from that lower back, wondering what the hell is poking on your heel. Yeah. We're going to flex those feet, wiggle those toes. Keeping that belly engaged, lower back is pressing into the floor. Let's point those toes, flex those feet. Point the toes, flex the feet. Point the toes, flex those feet. And taking a moment or two here. Don't be afraid to use your hands to help support the legs. If you have any props and you'd like to put a block under your bottom, your hips, you're more than welcome to. If you have a wall space, a dresser, anything to Support your legs. Use it. Guys, definitely this is a time to put music on in your home to drown out my family vacation happening on in the background. We're embracing it, but live in that present moment of my abuela cleaning the kitchen and screaming because talking is just not a thing. Take your breath in. Take a breath out. One more big inhale. Exhale, bend the knees coming towards your chest, arms on the inside, hand on the outsides of the feet. Maybe the peace fingers hold on to the big toes for our happy baby. Pull those knees towards our armpits, bringing pressure to our lower back, our hips. And again, I definitely recommend bringing your chin towards your chest, elongate that spine, staying still or rocking it out. You know my deal. If your bottom's coming up, bring your hands onto your thighs, put them on in that way. All right, thanks for joining us, Mom. Yet. Take a breath in, everybody. Big breath out. Inhale, bring your feet in towards your groin. Your knees are still sticking out. We're going to rock your way up to our butterfly. Find your seat. Feet together. Knees out. Don't fall. I get to turn this way because the dresser's in my way. Flap those butterfly wings. Open those feet up like a book. There you go. Let your burps out because we had vegan sausage and peppers for dinner. Oof. Breath in, we're tall. Exhale, lead with our heart to our toes. Elbows applying pressure to those knees. If your knees don't touch the floor, use some blocks to fill up the space. Once you can't go any further, take a breath in. Roll the shoulders, chin to our chest. Use your props. Pillow for your head, blocks for your head. We're hanging out here. Remember, as always, to start at your highest. Don't feel like you have to force yourself into your lowest pose just yet. We're easing into it. Take your time. Don't be afraid to get comfortable. Take that pillow off your couch. Use your blocks. Taking a breath in. Breath out. On our inhale, walk the hands over to the right side. Where you feel comfortable. Exhale, let it go. Inhale a little bit further over to the right. Exhale, release. Inhale, find a way to center. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, walk to our left. Exhale here. Inhale, walk a little bit further. Exhale, let it go. Dale's finally connected. Dale has audio. I have computer. Inhale, find our way back to center. Hold on, hold on. There we go. Bring those knees together, feet together. Our feet to the floor, knees together, hands down by your side. Open up those legs one more time to the width of our mat. If you need to go a little wider, Windshield wiper one to the side. Inhale, center to the other side. Center, side, center, side. Take a few more windshield wipers. You have your hands by your hips to support you. Keep going. And keep going. Finally, back to center. We're going to bring those legs back around to our tabletop, hands and knees. Tucking those toes, we're taking those few cats and cows. Inhale, bottom up, belly down, chest up. Untuck those toes. Exhale, curve from our bottom all the way up, chin toward chest. Inhale to grow, tuck those toes, lift that gaze. Exhale, curve. Take that breath in. Breath out. In and out. Keep it going your speed. One more breath in. Big breath out. Neutral back. My core is engaged. We're kicking the right leg out onto those toes. Press into your hands into that back foot. Your choice to stay still or rock it out, massaging out those toes. Belly engaged. Inhale, lift that back leg. We won't hold it for too long. Build that strength in our lower back. Core is engaged. We're looking to the mat, ostrich neck. Keep it long. Press that foot back. A little bend in those elbows. Breath here. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. One more inhale. Exhale, right foot comes down. Left foot comes to 9 o'clock. Left hand down, right arm up. Modified side plank. Right foot's out. My mom's next to me, you guys. Left leg, turn the foot over to 9. Wrong direction, that's 3, 9. You're ready. Yeah, you should have had orange juice and vodka before yoga. Because you're going to 2. I'm saying 9 is the other direction. Everyone else, engage your belly. Right hand to our hip. Inhale, lift ourselves up. Look at my feet. Girl. This is why I don't drink. Arms out. We're taking a modified warrior 2. So we're still doing our moon salutations. We're taking it slow. We're modifying a lot. Yeah, see what happens when you go in the wrong direction? Yeah. Flip that left hand up. Inhale, reach it over. So your right hand comes to the thigh or the shin, never on your knee. Left arm reaching over. You can do it that way to support your back as well. It's not working. Take a breath in. Breath out. Inhale, lift ourselves up. With an exhale, left hand comes down, right arm reaches up as we lift the right leg for our moon pose. You have a bed in your way. My left foot's hooked under this dresser. We've got support systems. Oh, your fluffy hair is on video. Take a breath in, everybody. Breath out. Big inhale. And exhale. One more breath in. On our exhale, right hand comes down. Turn our left foot back to our mat. Right foot is still extended. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, lift for our fire hydrant. Knee in line with that hip, ankle in line with that knee. We're not staying long. Inhale, swing it up. Wiggle it onto the center of our mat. Low lunge. Adjust your feet. Right knee is over that ankle no matter what. Hands can either be on the floor, blocks, hips, tabletop, or ceiling. Every exhale, dropping those hips towards the floor. We're never letting our knee go past our ankle. We widen that stance. So you have more space. Widen your stance. Don't be afraid to hold on to something. I'm holding on to a dresser. You have the ladder right there to the buckle. There you go. Take a breath in. Breath out. 3 more together. Inhale, bring it back. You have that choice. And if you have the prompts, you can hover your back heel, bottom over your back heel. If you have the prompts, you can take a seat for half split. Your prop would go under your right side. Use your imagination for this. Wherever you are, whatever variation, you can exhale, leading the chest towards the heart. Oh, I lost you. Yeah. It's a power outage. She'll still get the recording whenever we get to it. Breath in. Breath out. Slowly with our inhale, lift ourselves up. We're finding our lizard. Walk your right foot to the edge of our mat. Find your hands. You can always adjust. You saw me pull my knee back on my left side. Don't take a wide stance if you don't have to. We're always starting at the easiest and working our way down. Don't force yourself to get onto those forearms yet if you don't have to. Hang out here for 4 minutes. So you can choose your variation. Use the props you have to build yourself up. And don't worry about getting your forehead to the mat. This isn't about your head coming down. Keep your body long, ostrich neck. Focus on those hips. Here we go. Oh, yellow there. is this? I think there's a routines of life. Entry says here doesn't get any video. The connection keeps coming off and knocking people out and knocking people out. As we come into our last minute on our lizard, you have that option to take it a step further, coming onto left hand, bend the right knee, move back with the right foot. Don't drive your hips forward. That's going to be so painful on your left thigh. Pull your hips back. You're taking a mini twist over towards the right side. Remember, this is just a fancy side of yoga for a quad stretch, not the practical side. You make it your pose. Don't worry about me. Remember, I had two ladies who just slept through the whole class one time when I taught my first studio. They told me I gave a great class and then did nothing the whole time. And that's something you just have to do sometimes in yoga. If you need a break, take a break. Whether it be through a few poses or the whole class. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more inhale. On our exhale, release your foot if you have it. We're all finding our way into our hands on the inside of that right foot. We're tucking the left toes, lifting that back leg. Everyone's going to bring their bottom back. Back foot comes to the front of our mat. Feet out to the width of the mat or wider. Kissing forward fold. Toes pointing forward, bending those knees. Hands to the floor, block or crossing in the arms. Staying still and rocking it out. Mm-hmm. Gail's persistent though. She wants to come to yoga. The mother just kind of says, nope, it's not happening. Ah, she's back. If your arms are crossed, switching the cross in our arms. Taking a breath in. Exhale, release your arms, toes point out. Use your blocks to build up a seat if you need it. Or taking that yogi squat. Now everyone has their feet to the width of the mat. I'm just turned so you guys get a good view of my hands. Arms are always on the inside of those knees, best as you can. We're flat on our feet, so don't be afraid to walk your feet out. Take up more space. And try to guide our chest towards our thumbs. We're not hunching ourselves forward, not trying to roll forward. Proud and tall. That's right, use those pillows. My God, hurt. Coming into that last minute, make a fist with the right hand, apply pressure towards that left side. Slowly we switch, left hand makes a fist, pushing to the right side. Breath in, hands together. We're facing the front of our mat. Inhale, those hands are forward. Exhale, bottom up. So we're around this direction, facing the front of our mat. We're touching those toes. Inhale, come up halfway, belly over spine, long back. Breath here. Exhale, let it go. Bend in those knees, chin toward chest, you rise. Reach those arms up high. Again, just turning so you guys get a better view. Don't hit the fan belly up. Right hand grabs the left wrist. Exhale, reach over to the right side. Right hand grabs the left wrist. There you go. Stay loose in those knees. I only tell you because I have a habit of hyperextending my joints. Breath here. Breath out. Inhale, find our way to center. Left hand grabs the right wrist. Exhale, over towards the left side. Again, loosen those knees. Breath in. Exhale, belly to spine. Inhale, we're centered. We're all facing the front of our mat. Exhale to those toes. Keeping the right leg back. Bend the left leg. Drop the knees tabletop. Take a few cats and cows if you need to. We're going into that left side. When you're ready, left leg peeks out. Rest into those hands. Staying still or rocking. Poor Gail just wants to do yoga today. It's not going to happen. Belly to our spine, lift that back leg. Again, those hands are grounded. Push that foot towards the back, belly to our spine, look to the mat, neck is long. A little bend in those elbows. Breath in. Exhale, foot to the mat. Right foot comes to 3. Tucking it under the dresser, probably not safe. The left hand reaches up for that modified side plank. So right foot comes to 3 o'clock. You're bringing it to 9 o'clock. Opposite way, Mom. You don't know that's all time. I'm 3 o'clock. Your foot comes to 3 o'clock, not your knee. I think that was okay. Okay. I'm always working on my directions, but this takes the cake, my friend. Hand comes to our hip, belly to spine. Inhale, we're up. Modified warrior 2. Arms out to that T. Here we go. Gather your bearings. Right hand reaches up to the ceiling. Exhale, falling over toward the left side. That left hand either is on the thigh or the shin. Maybe it comes behind if you need a little support for your lower back. Never pushing down to that knee. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, cartwheel those arms up. Gail's back. Right hand comes down, left arm reaches up, belly to spine, lift that left leg for our modified half moon. Don't kick me. Find that focus point, always tuck your belly in, that leg's not up too high, it's not down too low. Big breath here. Big breath out. One more inhale. Exhale. Both hands come down. Bend the left knee. Inhale, fire hydrant. You got this. Following inhale, that left leg swings up. We're finding our lizard. Hands, oh no, we're not. We're finding our low lunge. Wiggle that foot towards the center of our mat. Adjust your stance. Hands, as always, prop, hips, or ceiling. You can always find something to hold on to if you need to hold on to something. You got the bed. I got the cabinet. It's all good.
Oh my God.
Take a breath in. Exhale those hips towards the floor. Keeping those hips squared. We're not trailing off to either side. Take up 7. Did it. Breath here. Breath out. Inhale, pull that bottom back. You have that option to keep your bottom over the heel and hover as you frame the front leg, or you could sit back on that heel. Your prop would go onto your left side, because I know for a fact none of us can fit our full bottom onto our heel. Use your imagination for me. Inhale, we're tall. Exhale, heart to our knee. Breath here. Breath out. Inhale, bring ourselves back up to that low lunge. Hands on the inside of our left foot. Walk that foot to the edge of your mat. And figure out what kind of variation you want for your lizard today. We're always trying to mimic what we do on one side for the other. Even if it's for a second, take your time getting there. Why are you jumping? Okay. For anyone watching at home, we're not frozen. We're just holding the pose. Just letting you guys know. Yeah, I see you, girl. Finding we're in for our last minute. Right hand can come to the floor. Fall to the edge of your foot. You can reach back for that left foot. Pull your hips back so they're squared. Stretch out the top of that right thigh. Don't feel like you have to if you don't want to. It's not necessary. It's not something you have to do. It's always just an option. Breath in. Breath out. Big inhale. Exhale, release your foot. If you hold onto it, both hands will be inside of that left foot. Tuck in the right toes. Lift that back leg, bottom back. Right foot come to the front. Take your fold. Peace fingers hold on to our big toe. Toes facing front. With an inhale, take a seat into your chair. Your knees are going to come forward. They're following direction of your toes. Spine is long. Exhale, bottom up. Inhale, find your seat. Exhale, bottom up. 3 more. Inhale, sit. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath in. And breath out. Releasing the toes, heel toe of those feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, we rise. Bring in those hands to prayer. Prayer into our heart. Shake out those legs. Excuse me. We'll find our way to the center of our mat. We'll just do this once together. It's not a full moon practice without at least one goddess. Bring our feet out to our width, whatever that looks like, shoulder width, maybe a little wider. Your toes face out in opposite direction, arms up to the ceiling. Again, be mindful of the ceiling fan we have here. Don't hurt your hand. Beautiful. Exhale, bend the knees in the same direction as our toes. Bend those elbows. Yep. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, take your squat. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, take that squat. Hold it. We won't be here for long. Belly's engaged. Tuck your tailbone. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, reach it all up. Exhale, take your forward fold. Short or widen that stance, whatever feels comfortable for you. Don't be afraid to have some wall space. If you need some assistance, press your bottom up against it. Hands can be below the heart. You can be on the forearm. They can even walk their way under the legs. Breath here. Breath out. Handful of the heart. Heel toe those feet in. Bend those knees, hands to our hips. Inhale, you rise. Easiest transition. Take a seat. You're going right into that wide straddle. So I'm still sitting on my mat like a surfboard. You can always turn your body. That V doesn't have to be as wide as mine because I can already see that my feet are getting cut off by the screen. Long leg problems. But once you get into your comfortable seat, we'll windshield whacker those feet. Bringing some mobility into those hips. Again, small V, wide V. It doesn't matter to me. You have your props available if you do. If you don't, grab onto a pillow. We're going to try our best to keep those toes facing up towards the ceiling. It's our last big pose of the night, I swear. Inhale, we're tall. Exhale, use your hands to guide you. We're falling down the center. So maybe that means you stay up on your hands. Maybe you come down to your form. Maybe you're flat like a pancake. Don't rush it if you don't have to. In. Breath out. Inhale, walk your hands over towards your right leg. Right arm's going to be on the inside. Left arm sweeps overhead for those right toes. Breath in. Exhale, crawl our way over to the center. Inhale, walk it off to the left. Arm on the inside, right arm sweeps up overhead. Breath in. Exhale, find our way back. One more big inhale. And exhale. Inhale, walk the hands towards the body. Use your hands to help bring those legs back together. You can even bend your knees. Windshield wiper those legs if you need to. Do what feels right and comfortable. We're going to make our way to our backs. We're done. Hard, silver. I told you. Bring those knees into the chest. Rock it out. Closing with one more happy baby. Keeping those knees towards the chest, feet up to the ceiling. Arms on the inside of the legs, hands grab the outs of the feet, the big toes, maybe the thighs. Push those feet up to the ceiling. Pull those knees towards your armpit. Staying still and rocking it out. And as always, if you're feeling adventurous tonight, if you'd like to extend the right leg, little bend in all your joint, Then you can extend the left leg, but there's a dresser in my way, so imagination, friends, imagine it. Don't fall over. Take a big breath in, big breath out. With an inhale, release the legs, knees into the chest. Take whatever last stretch you need before we find our close. Closing. Allow those arms and legs to fall wherever they go. You can always come back to where we started. Maybe your knees fall out. Maybe they fall in. Keeping the hands either on the body, sides of the body, even above the head. I'm just taking a moment to see, like, practice what's going on from our head to our toes. How are we feeling? Relaxed, laughing ourselves, maybe frustrated if the power is not working. We keep getting kicked off the internet. And also checking in with our goals. What are we willing to let go of this month? And being with us in a full moon. New month, new goals, new opportunities, new relationships with a person, place, or thing. What holds you back from letting go? How do you feel about allowing new things to come in? Taking a breath in and breath out. Wiggle those fingers, wiggle the toes, maybe even rocking the head side to side. When you're ready, bringing those knees into the chest, showing our body some love with a hug. And when the time is right, we'll make our way to a seat. Finding stillness whenever we get there. When you're ready with an inhale, bring those arms up to the ceiling. Hands to prayer, and carrying those prayer hands into our heart. Reminding ourselves that it's okay to get frustrated. It's okay if something just didn't work out your way that you wanted to today. There's always tomorrow. There's always another way. You just gotta work with what you got. As always, thank you for making time for me and your practice. Wishing everyone a happy, healthy, and safe week. Namaste, my friends. Let's stop. I'm so frustrated.